Oh. Oh, hi. That guy. Donald saves the day.
The headphones are what I'm like.
Every time.
Mine. Look, I got this little doohickey. We can just make sure we're being heard, but we don't have these on us.
I know. I love my short hair right up until I have to put these on. And then I was like, I need some long hair. I'm about to put my clip-in extensions in just for recording.
When I know it's out of focus, I just realign. I'm on my grind.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Everything's Perfect.
Where everything
Donald's
isn't perfect, but
just silence.
I was like, where's she going to go with this?
I was waiting for you to chime in.
Yes, welcome. We decided to actually sit down today and just sort of, because
Shoot the shit like we always do.
Yeah, like before we record, it starts with a conversation and we're like, yeah, let's talk about that. And we were like, it could be fun to just start with a conversation and see where it takes us in the episode. So hopefully you're in for a treat.
Yeah. So we don't know exactly what the show is about yet. We're about to find out.
Mm-hmm. You're going to learn. You're going to learn today.
You're going to learn today.
So what's new with you? How was your week?
I'm like, first of all, what day is it? Okay. Today's Wednesday. Last week I was in Tijuana, not getting cool sculpting.
Cool sculpting. Well, next time we're there.
But I sure did I got stem cells. I have a torn labrum in my shoulder. And then I had something going on in my right hip that's been going on forever. Not ever. It's been like 4 or 5 months. Donald's checking to make sure our audio is recording.
Just making sure everything's going. Because we didn't do last week. So I'm like a little rusty. I'm like,
rusty.
Did we press record? Okay.
So yeah, I didn't want to do surgery on my shoulder. And I wasn't sure what was going on in the hip. I decided to do stem cell therapy, which has so many benefits. And there's a place down in Tijuana. It's like 30 minutes right over the border called CPI. Like this is where all the top like MMA fighters go, athletes go. And so I went down there. I was down there for 4 days to do the stem cell therapy, which went really well. Like it was so cool. Also, while I was down there, they were like, we also have stem cell facials. I said, you better put that in my face.
Say less.
Say less. On everything. I was like, honestly, like the next morning I woke up and I was like, damn, does it really look better already?
This is doing something.
It is doing things, y'all. It's doing it on my face a lot faster than my shoulder and hip. But man, that's what healthcare should be. This was like, I have never experienced anything so meticulously, perfectly orchestrated, especially in healthcare. Like from the moment I checked into the hotel in San Diego, and they take care of it. They make like, once you say, yes, I'm doing it, they make all your arrangements. So it was like walked in, checked in, great room. They pick you up on the shuttle. They tell you like, we'll be out. Great. They're checking everybody's names off because like they take like 30 or 40 people a week down there. So there's multiple people that like everybody flies into San Diego. Then they drive you across the border, take you to the thing, check you in, blood work, imaging, all the things, check you into the hotel. Like they never missed a beat. I kept waiting for it. I kept waiting for it to be like, okay, somebody's going to be mean or somebody's not, or I'm not going to feel safe. No, it was so good.
That's amazing. I love to hear that. And honestly, there is so much to be. That's the reason so many people go to Mexico and other places for different procedures. And a lot of times, like not even cosmetic ones, like health, like what you did, healthcare procedures. And the treatment is beyond.
They're also they started as a cancer treatment center. So they're like 6-story hospital. That's all they do is all the stem cell stuff, with cancer and autoimmune also. And there were people coming in for like 6-month and year-long checkups too. And besides when you get injected, they bring you into the room because they're guiding it and whatever. But everything else is done in this big room that like the window overlooks the ocean. There must have been one nurse or doctor for every 2 people in the room, which is crazy. The whole day. Like, so you're in the room with 40 other people. So like it's so much less scary, right? Because like everybody's doing it and everybody's talking about what they're getting done. And so many people getting their back done, knees done, ankles, or the people there for their 6-month checkup, like, oh, how are you feeling? Like, yeah, like they're telling you their journey. So it just puts you at like so much ease because you're not alone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was super cool.
I want to go next time.
Next time you're coming
I'm
with
in.
me.
Yes.
What's going on with you this week?
I am at such a pivotal time in life, and things are changing with work and stuff like that in a positive way. So I'm
So
really
you quit?
excited about that.
No.
So I was like, I'm going to, but I didn't quit. One of my jobs. So for background, I'm working at a restaurant right now.
Also, I hope your boss doesn't listen to the podcast because
Yeah.
we talk about it all the time.
No, I said to one of my coworkers, I was like, can you keep a secret? Knowing damn well no one in the restaurant industry keeps a secret. And I was like, I might put my 2 weeks in tonight. That was last night. And the only reason I didn't is because I have a very close relationship with my manager, and she wasn't in the office alone. And I want it to be like an official, but also like, I love working with you. These are the things I really like.
Can I tell you what this is giving me right now?
What?
You not being able to break up with somebody vibes.
No, legit, it is that.
I couldn't do it because he got us a massage. I couldn't do it because he took us to the...
Right. No, it really is this. When I was thinking about it, I was like, because it's such a fine line of if you're following your intuition or the universe, or if I think about manifesting, which is something I really believe in. But sometimes it's like, I went through a big manifesting phase when I first moved here, where I was very aware of it and very intentional. And then your life's going so good, you kind of get in the routine. And I forgot that I was like on that journey and path. And I'm at a position now where it's like, needing to make a leap. And so, but I'm feeling so supported and able to do it. But also I feel that fear, but also it's not a special decision if you don't feel the fear,
Right.
if it doesn't cost you, if you're not saying yes. Because what's really cool is, I will say, for myself and my lifestyle right now, although I have bigger goals for my life, I don't have, financial concern of like paying my bills.
Right.
And I've been at a place in my life where it's like, if this happens or that happens, how will I handle it?
Yeah.
And I am very thankful that I have means of income that I don't have to worry about that. And if I want to buy a dinner or something out anytime, I don't have to think, oh, can I?
Right.
But I'm at that place where I need to let go of that so that I can move on to bigger and better and more purposeful life for myself. And I just feel that. I've been seeing memes. I swear to God, Gabby Bernstein, which is so funny because I was really into her when I moved here. We were reading The Universe Has Your Back and all that. And now I saw a meme and she said, so it said something that she published. It said something like, it's okay to move on. It's time to trust the universe or something like that. And I was like, it really struck a chord in my heart. I was like, bitch.
Why are you in my brain?
Bitch. Fine. Okay, girl.
I hear you.
Shoot. So anyways, I've been really good. And actually I thought, I'm going to talk a lot about that. But also, today's kind of a hard day for me, and you know why. And I guess since we're being honest, I'll just bring it up. I have a really close friend who was seeing someone and things were going really good. And I was so happy for them. And the person they were seeing took their life and their own life. And it just, I've shed a lot of tears today. And I'm not a big crier.
That's a hard one though. Like, you are especially close with your friend, and that's got to be an impossible phone call for anybody to get.
Well, and I talked to my mom after, because talking to my friend, I listened and I was calm. I didn't even have the urge to cry, but you know, when you're in a situation where you feel like you need, I didn't feel like I needed to be strong, but just instinctually, it wasn't my moment to hurt.
Of course.
It was my moment to support.
Yes.
But I have other history with a friend of mine who committed suicide, and it was really difficult at that time. So I think it brought back some of those feelings. And when I was talking to my mom, I was just thinking about my friend who I talked to today, who's obviously really struggling. And I just was mad for her. I was sad for her. I was angry. I mean, I still am all of those things. So it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's been a
Of a
day,
day.
for you.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, first of all, like, because like, let's just put this up there. Like, if you or anybody you know is struggling with mental health issues and you need help, like, let's put up a hotline number where you can call to get help. We'll put that in the show notes as well. I think that that's so important because it's just one of those things that it's just not talked about.
Yeah.
And, it's not that it's not talked about. It is talked about. It's just not talked about enough. And I can't imagine being in that place where you feel so helpless that that's the only way out. But it's, you know, there's got to be more that we can do and ways to shed light on it. And then, you know, now we need to support
the people who are
affected by it.
I think there's such a stigma, and that's really why I brought it up, because I just want anyone who struggles with extreme depression or suicidal ideation to know that you aren't bad for having those feelings. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to communicate with your loved ones and really seek the help and treatment. And that can come in a lot of ways. And I don't think anyone should turn their nose up to any of those, whether it is maybe using medication for a while that will help you get through, talking to a therapist, leaning into friends, like whatever the steps you need to take, because there's nothing to be embarrassed about. And honestly, a lot of what we experience in life are things that we have created. And a lot of them are just things that we are predisposed to because of our genetics or our upbringing or whatever it is. And so there's no shame in it. Just know that you're not alone and that there is help out there. So,
yes.
So there's that. But I am, other than that, and you know, that is life. You will experience great loss and tragedy and pain, in moments throughout life. And my thing that I really have learned, I'd say over the last couple years, is yes and, because we look at things like it's either or. You're either happy or you're sad, and the truth is, you can be both, and you can do both. And so right now I'm both, but I am happy to still say, even though that situation is painful and very sad, and I'm carrying that weight. I feel very hopeful about life right now, and I'm excited, and the bitch is going to quit her job.
I mean, I just every night am waiting for this text message that he did it.
Yeah.
Like, gosh.
I actually thought about you, and then I was like, I'm not going to text. I'm going to wait. And so when it officially happens,
I know
it'll be I'll announce it here on the podcast.
And I'm not, by the way, you guys, I am not trying to be a bad friend or an unsupportive friend of like, quit your job. Yeah. Like, I just know that there's so much greatness just waiting for you to reach out and grab it. And I feel like while this job has been really great for you in terms of like just support financially, like that you've needed for the last year, like while you made transitions over different things, I can see that you're so ready to soar. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited for you. That's all it is like, I'm so excited to watch you soar in all these other things that you have that I'm like, come on.
That's how I'm feeling. And this is interesting. Like, when you stop and think that your actions, like the saying, actions speak louder than words, our decisions directly correlate with our beliefs. Yeah. And as much as I think that we all, as we grow and change, have a really difficult time making our act, because my mind wants to believe that I know I have other opportunity. I see breadcrumb manifestations of it. And I really believe that the next step for me is to make space for that tidal wave of what I want my life to look like in this phase. But making that space means letting go of things that have served me in the past and provided for me in the past. But if, like, people talk about praying, yes, can be kneeling or the words you say and what you hope for, but also our actions are a communication to the universe or to God or to higher power. And every time that I show up and do something that I hate and for the record, it's not an irresponsible, like quit my job and I have no other income.
No, of course not.
I'm talking about a specific job
Yes.
and I have other income.
Yes.
It's just the fear is what if things that I think are going to go well don't, but I'm feeling so supported by friends, by family, and just like the energy in the universe.
Yeah.
But it's that moment. Since I grew up religious, I always think about when there was the Bible story where there was this, we about to go to church up in here.
Yes.
There was this storm happening and they were in a boat and Jesus was walking on the water and they were like, oh my God, that's so crazy. This dude's walking on the water. And
That's just how they said
I
it.
think it was Peter, but honestly, it's been a long time since I've read the story. Like Bible people who listen to this episode are going to be like, this silly
guy.
bitch. He said to come out onto the water. So anyways, I've heard that story and broken down about how the boat was. It wasn't like he could, with one foot on the boat, reach one leg over and see if the water would hold him. There had to be a moment of time where he leaped from the boat.
Mhm.
And that second in his world where you don't know if he didn't know for sure. He
Right.
saw this person walking on the water, but you don't really know for sure. And every other time, maybe you sank. But this time there's that faith. And so it drives you to take that leap of faith.
Right.
And where your feet aren't on any foundation, but you're moving towards what you want. And so that's where I am and I'm taking it.
I'm excited for you. And since we're talking about it, like, let's talk about money for a second, because that's a big part of the leap, right? Is like you
Totally.
have to let go of a little bit of money for a little bit of time so that you can build this other revenue stream up over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, listen, there's definitely the times when you have to do the things you don't want to do to pay the bills. Been there, done it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times now, the way I look at it, and I know people are going to be like, well, yeah, because you have money, Autumn, but listen, life's always changing. So I'm just going to, like, my whole point is to say that at the end of the day, you could always go back to the job that you're talking
Totally.
about quitting, or a version of it.
Right.
You either believe that there is a lack or you believe that there is an abundance, right? So it's like, if you always truly believe that, like, you're going to want for things, you're going to be in lack of things, then that's probably what you're going to experience. But if you could take that leap, and I'm sort of talking to everybody now, not just you, that money's there. Like, we can all go out and get it. I'm not saying we're all going to be like, everybody's going to be millionaires, but I'm just saying, like, you can go out and get another job.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, or if something starts to drop over here and you need to pick it back up, you can go pick it back up over here. Like, I tell myself that all the time, like, because there's so many transitions going on. I'm not going anywhere in my job or anything. Like, I'm not leaving, but there's been a lot of transitions in it, and it's scary. And income has fluctuated drastically.
Mm-hmm.
And I just always have to remind myself, like, Autumn, at the end of the day, you're going to be able to provide for yourself. And that, look, if your lifestyle doesn't look the same as it does right now, okay, that would be unfortunate. Like, because I really enjoy my lifestyle. I'm not ashamed to say that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I was living in a smaller house, or if I was living in an apartment, so be it. You know, if I wasn't driving the car that I was driving, so be it. I know I can go out and I can earn money to take care of myself, to take care of Dom. And I know you're the same way too. So it's kind of, my whole point is to say, it's like having that faith of, I can let go of this and move over here. And worst case scenario, you can go get it back,
Right.
or some version of it.
Yeah, the issue is the scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
And even like, because I think about that, I'm like, I can do this again. Like, this is not a thing. And so if I step out of that thought process and I look at how much time do I spend looking at worst case scenario and what I might have to do to get by, that's not what I want to do, versus looking and envisioning and seeing the thing that I want to go after and the person I want to be and the life I want to live. And the life I want to live actually directly connects to helping other people also live a better life and their health and their mindset in all kinds of ways.
You can't do that if you have this thing that you're always hating doing.
Exactly.
Not that you can't, you can. But I would venture to guess you could do it even better if you didn't have this little bit of disdain
You're so right.
for this job. Everything's
looking for
recording.
I was looking for my phone. I'm like, I'm going to text my boss right now.
Stop.
I really think I should just text her and
Do
say,
it. Your phone's right there. It's charging. Oh my gosh. It's happening live.
I mean, because I just knew yesterday
You're there.
that I was done.
Yes. And you've been saying you kind of gave yourself a certain time frame. Nell's family's coming to town.
Yeah.
And it's about to be here. And yeah, let's just do it.
Also, I miss the
We're Tony Robbins this shit.
I miss the figure shit out Donald. Like
sometimes that's a good place to be.
Yeah, like I feel like okay, now I'm in these like motions, and I do also have entrepreneurial ventures and things that I am working on outside of my jobs, but I still am just in like this cycle, and I'm like, I miss that fire of creating.
Yes.
You know? So
well, while you do that text, I know you'll only half listen, but it's okay.
I'm listening.
Because you know. So speaking of that, like entrepreneurial side, it's so funny because anytime I have an idea for like a project for body, right? Like a program, be it fitness, nutrition, combination, whatever. I have the utmost faith in myself that I will deliver something absolutely incredible. Like there is zero doubt in my mind because I'm like, I am locked. I'm fucking loaded. I'm going to make that. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to do all the research I need to do. I'll get Carl in a room. I'm like, I'm going to sell you my idea because I know people need this. Like, I know I can help people with this idea. But it's so funny because it's my safety net. Because I'm not really alone in it. Like, even though it's my idea and even though I have to deliver on it, I've got my team, I've got the company backing me up and like making me feel safe. But then I have other things that I'm now working on outside of the company. And that doubt creeps in where I'm like, but can I do it on my own? Like when it's just my money going into the project, are people going to like it? Are people going to want it? And I'm really working to let that go. Cause I'm like, if I can do it over here, why can't I do it over here for myself? So we talked about it in the dreams episode. We talked about the fact that I'm working on a grocery line. Okay. I'll give a little more detail. So I'm actually starting with the beverage side of it. And there's 6 different beverages. They're non-alcoholic beverages, but some are tinctures, some are, I don't want to say too much. I'm scared to say too much because I don't want to get knocked off because people like to knock me off. So I'm not going to say too much yet. But I had to put a very large amount of money down this week to start the formulation process. And like, so they sent the contract, right? Like we have been working on this for almost 2 years. Like the person that's helping me with this stuff, because there's certain business side of it I'm not very aware of. The whole brand is designed. Everything is done. Like I'm at the point where you have to get formulations done and you have to get investors and or fund it yourself. So I am working on trying to get investors, but I had to put the large amount of money down. Like, and guys, when I say large, like this is enough to make you.
Yeah. Like, was it clutch your pearls?
Yeah, clutch your pearls, gulp a little bit, sweat. But I also had to take that leap of faith and just like sign the fucking contract.
Like if you're not going to believe in it, why would you expect anyone else to?
And every time I work on it, I get so excited. Like every time I'm working on the formulations and what I want in it and what I really want people to experience when they drink the beverage and the reasons they want to drink the beverage and how they're like feel all the things. I get, what did you just put in your mouth?
Ecstasy. I'm just kidding. A mint.
Oh, okay. You did it so. I was like, what just happened?
I have coffee breath and I could taste it. And I was like, it's fine when you're drinking it. But anyway.
But every time I think about it or work on the ideas and the flavor profiles and stuff like that, I get so freaking excited. But then when it comes time to pull the trigger, I panic. So bottom line is I pulled the trigger and the goal is January.
Yes. That's so exciting.
And it's also, listen, it's very scary to say it because like between now and January, I don't know what can happen. Who knows? Formulations, all the things. You got to get picked up by distribution. So there's always that little bit of like, oh, it's going to be embarrassing if it doesn't work out. But I'm like, is it though? Or is it more embarrassing to have
Never try.
what you feel is such a great idea and to not do it and just let it sit there in my mind
Yeah.
as a quote unquote dream, but I don't do any, like I don't follow through on it. So
I love that.
I follow through.
Okay. Speaking of follow through, while I sat here,
Did you send it?
I decided I'm
Oh,
not.
son
Wait,
of a-
listen. And this is for the listener too.
Okay.
I'm not going to send a text just honestly because I feel like that's a little bit disrespectful. But
Okay.
next week, hold me accountable. No, I'm saying when
Okay.
I sit in this chair, I better have put my 2 weeks in.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to do it in person is what you're saying.
Yeah. Next time that I work,
Okay.
I might do it in the beginning of my shift. Just get it out of the way. So I'm not thinking about it and just say, thank you so much. And honestly,
Are you putting it in writing and in any way, or you just want to tell her?
I'm just going to be in person and
Okay.
just tell her like, I have some other things I need to focus on.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it. You guys come back and make sure. And if I don't, find me on Instagram and cuss me the hell out. Like drag a bitch.
I'm going to drag a bitch for sure. I'm going to be like,
Call me a loser.
I'm going to call you the puke. I'm going to call you all the words. I won't say it on the podcast because
Yeah.
that's offensive to some people. But I'm like, you.
Yeah. Problem is, I love being called
I
nasty
know.
words. I'm just kidding. Like, ooh, talk dirty to me. No, yeah, I'm going to. It's time. And it just feels like, when I've made big moves before, sometimes it's because I was out of options. And I'm like, well, you just turned 40 now. And I'm lucky enough to have options.
Yeah.
And it's time to choose what I want my life to look like.
Yes.
And so that's what I'm here for.
I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Other things I'm excited for. When are we taking trips? We keep saying we're going to go to Nashville. I really want to do it. I was telling you, I saw this thing on Instagram. Y'all, have you seen this? That Walmart opened up podcast studios inside Walmart that you can like rent out. And even though I love our podcast studio, I just think it would be fun just
Take
to
this show on the
take the
road.
show on the road. Like, let's go to Nashville. Let's hit up some honky tonks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go see what Walmart has to offer in terms of a podcast studio.
There's also a really cool, it's like about 60 miles outside of Nashville, but I lived there before. So that's, if anyone doesn't know that. And there's this really cool hike to this beautiful, I think it's called Cummins Falls. If you look it up, y'all. Oh my God, this is such a child. Anyways, it's really cool. It's really beautiful.
Who named it that? That's ridiculous.
It might be. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It is one of those things. Like, how do you say it? I'm going to say it wrong.
Okay, so, if we're going to hike, that's got to wait a second. I'm not allowed to hike. Y'all, the day before I left for Tijuana, I said, Donald, let's hang out. So me, him, and Nell are hanging out. And they're like, oh, let's go for a walk and we'll get a matcha. And we did. And somehow we ended up on top of a mountain. And I was in my very nice white Balenciaga tennis shoes, hiking up a mountain. And yes, I really mean hiking up a mountain.
Yeah, it was an accident. Like, we didn't know. We were like, let's go on a little walk. And literally, when we started, I thought, should we go around a block or 2 blocks? But then we just walked down Hollywood Boulevard to this mall, got a coffee.
Should
and
be coming around.
at that point, we were like,
That's where we were.
We're only like, a quarter of a mile or so from this trail. We could walk there. And then we just started walking up and we just went up and up and up.
Up and up and up. And then what goes up must come down.
Yeah.
By the time we came down, my feet hurt so bad.
We sure did call
we
it
sure
an
did.
Uber.
I was just going to say,
I said,
we did call an Uber.
I said, is there a black car close by? let me see what I can get us.
We were like a mile from the house. We were like, we're done. It was hot though. It was like 90 out.
It was hot.
So hot.
And you didn't, to be fair, like, none of us were prepared for that walk, but you definitely didn't have the shoes
No.
for what we did. I was like, I'm gonna have to carry her if I don't get a car.
Thank God I had on my Fabletics like tennis dress because
It
I
was
was
so
like, oh,
cute.
I'm gonna look so cute for the boys.
Mhm.
And so at least it was like I wasn't in an outfit that had me hot.
You guys, we went to the top of the mountain. Nell and I watched while Autumn went behind a bush and
I
peed
sure
on
did.
the top of this mountain. I said, I love that. I
love that for you.
You can take the Ohio out of the girl.
You can take the girl out of Ohio.
Yeah, the girl out of Ohio, but you can't take the Ohio out of the girl. That's right.
Listen, we drank a matcha, walked all the way up this hill. I had to pee, and there's no porta potties up there, nothing. So it was like, well, you got to cop a squat. It is not the first time I've copped a squat. Kent and I used to go hike Fryman over in Studio City all the time when I was pregnant with Dom. And when you're pregnant, you always have to pee. And he would always make fun of me. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, you should just come to accept that you taking me on an hour and a half hike, I'm going to have to pee.
I just think you have a thing for pissing in public.
I don't.
One of the first times, you guys, when we were in rehearsrsal for 80-Day Obsession, we were all living at your old house, and your
we were
sister and
stuck
I
in traffic.
followed you, and all of a sudden we're like, why is she turning on this side street? Why is she parking by that dumpster? And Autumn jumps out of her car and gets out and just pees in the parking lot.
First of all, we were stuck in the worst LA traffic. Like, what was supposed to take 45 minutes, I think took us like an hour and a half. I was dying, dying, and we weren't moving. So it was like, by the time we got to the next exit, and there are certain parts where you're driving and like you think like, oh, you get off an exit and there's like a fast food place. There was nothing. Mm-hmm. So yes, I opened the car door and I
jumped out.
And let me tell you, whatever, it's so unfair. You guys have a handle.
I know.
And we have to like make sure we don't pee on our shoes or our clothes. You guys can just like whip it out and go.
Yeah. I know. That is the luxury of being a man.
It reminds me of, have you seen the movie Jumanji with The Rock?
Yes.
And Jack Black is like a girl.
Oh, right. Uh-huh.
And she's like, he has to pee for the first time. And he's like, oh my God, you have a handle and everything. I'm like,
so true.
It must make it so easy for you guys.
Yeah.
And inconspicuous.
I mean, this is such a crazy episode, but we talked about on that. We talked about on that hike how, like, apparently I don't pee right, or I don't.
Oh, no. We're over 40, y'all. So when you pee, sometimes
I was like, how do you stop peeing in your pants? And, like, I've never done it my whole life. And now every time I think I'm done, I take 5 steps after I zip up and I'm like, oh, there's more.
So before you know it, we're going to have a brand deal with adult diapers.
Adult diapers, yeah. It's never too early as far as I'm concerned.
It's to do with your pituitary gland.
The other day, I literally, because if there's a little dribble, you just keep it rolling, it'll dry. The other day, I peed so much. I was about to leave and I told my friends, I was like, I'm sorry, I need a minute. I've pissed myself. Like, this is definitely crossing the line of, I tinkled a little. There was a dribble too. I'm pretty sure I pissed. My underwear is soaked. It's running down my leg. Like, I need to change the bottom half of my outfit. So anyway.
This is what women experience after giving birth.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what my excuse is.
I don't have that. I don't have that problem from giving birth because I had a C-section. But women that have a vaginal birth a lot of times will have issues. That's why so many of women get mad at me when it's like all jumping in the workouts. They're like, I'm peeing myself the whole time.
When I remember being, it was probably shortly after my mom had my youngest brother. Like, probably, I don't know how long that's a thing, but I think for a lot. Like,
it can be forever. Yeah.
So I was young enough to remember old enough to remember this, but young enough to play at what was called the Discovery Zone in Ohio. Yeah. And we were on the bouncy thing, and my mom went in there to get one of us, but because all the kids are bouncing, she just starts bouncing, and she's like, "Oh no! Oh no! I'm peeing!" She's like, "I'm peeing!" And I remember being old enough to think, "Oh my God, all these kids in this bouncy thing, and my mom's the one peeing her pants." But that was before I understood that is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. Oh my God. Speaking of peeing your pants.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen the cruise documentary?
I haven't watched it yet.
Netflix, like
the poop cruise.
Oh my God. I just started it last night and turned it off because I had to go to bed. But they were like,
wasn't it like 3 days or something that they were stranded in the ocean?
And the toilets are electronic and they lost all their electricity. And so their solutions were to pee in the shower. but it's also pitch black because there's no lights or anything.
Oh, so after a certain time.
So
oh
this
my God,
girl
that's
tells the
terrifying.
story. It's early on, so I'm not giving any like real, like if there are any, spoilers.
Yeah.
You had to take the life jacket has the lights on it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
when they get wet, they flash like a strobe light. So if you're in the water, someone will
Yeah.
see you. Well, since there was no light in the rooms or electricity to charge your phones or anything,
Oh gosh.
someone told one of the passengers told this girl talking, take the light off of the light jacket and get it wet, and it'll start flashing. So she was literally in the bathroom like a club, strobe light going, squatting, pissing in the shower. I didn't get to the part where they were pooping in bags yet. So we'll also talk about that another time. But
Oh
can you
my
imagine?
Gosh, no.
Me either. I was like, that might be like my personal hell. Stranded on a ship with nowhere to shit. Thousands of people. Nowhere to shit.
But also like no electricity. So after a certain time, you're just in pitch black.
And it's hot. There's no air
There's no air circulation.
inside.
And you're in the middle of the ocean. That is
Yeah.
literally like terrifying.
Yeah.
I
So.
would never get on. See, it's hard. Like I
Everything's
want to watch it
perfect except-
until you're starting on a poop cruise.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going on a cruise in 2 weeks.
I
so
know.
Hopefully.
Well, I do know too, like, because I watched the little preview of it. Like at one point, another cruise ship went by, and like they're waving at them, like help us. And people are like thinking, oh yeah, we'll just I don't know, walk a freaking plank from one. Like obviously you can't do that.
Right.
But how frustrating because all the other people are videoing it and
Oh
they're
my
like
gosh.
dancing and there's music and they're just watching this other cruise ship go. But I got to watch that one.
Yeah.
Poop cruise.
I know what I'm doing later.
Finishing that episode.
Yes. It was wild. But
Well, unlike my experience this week coming back from Tijuana, where I only made one mistake when it came to water. Everything I drank
Oh.
was all water bottles, brush my teeth water bottles, but I went to Starbucks and got iced coffee in the morning. And I asked them if their ice was filtered and they said yes. But it's the only thing I could think of because the food at the hospital was amazing, so fresh, all the things. Unless maybe they washed, like at the hotel, maybe they washed the salad mix in like sink water.
maybe you
I
would
don't know,
think that
but I
they would
came
use
home
water.
and my stomach was not happy for the first 2 days I was home.
Oh.
It's better now,
Oh, that's good.
I think. It's been better today.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a bold choice.
I know.
Those
I haven't-
pants you're wearing.
I haven't had to run off camera, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to know how Donald and I really talk, this is
Yeah,
it.
I was
call him
gonna
up
say.
and I'm like, so
hmm Yeah.
it's mud.
Like lava. It makes me think of the bridesmaid scene. It's coming out like lava. Oh my God.
I was thinking of the Pitch Perfect. I think it's the second one when they're like, or the third, they're trying to get their sound back, whatever. And oh gosh, what's the girl's name who plays Fat Amy in the movie? Oh, anyways, she goes outside of a tent to poop and she's like, can you guys sing? Like she's nervous or whatever. And then she's like, okay,
yes.
it's like soft serve. It's coming out.
Oh my God.
How did we end up here? This is
I
taking a
don't
turn.
know. Yeah. Anyways, so you guys, this is why we usually talk about our episodes
Yeah.
before we start recording.
We've covered everything from very serious mental health
Yeah.
to the poop cruise.
Dreams in between.
Dreams in between.
Ambition, believing, scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
You got a big bang for your buck today.
You got a lot today. I don't know. You could take a little of everything from today's episode.
That's right.
But the biggest thing you should take from today's episode.
Imodium. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I love my friend. The biggest thing you should take from this episode is that next week, when I am sitting in this chair, Donald had better have put in his 2 weeks notice.
Yes, legit. Like I made that commitment, so I'm gonna look like a fool if I come back. I'm like, well,
I'm going to do it for you.
So it's-
when you're not looking, I'm taking your phone and sending
Yes.
a text. I'm going to be like, he's
sorry.
done.
Yeah, he will not be returning.
Donald can't come to work today. It's recording.
No, I was just wondering. It's just
You get a nervous twitch? He keeps checking the audio, which is making me nervous.
No, it's good. We're good. Everything's good.
Everything's perfect. Hey, what are these headphones you were talking about before we start where we can put one in our ear and we don't have to
I
deal
was
with
thinking
this?
about when we film.
Oh,
Like, those are very high end.
But that's so that
they can talk
Instead,
to you,
they can
but
talk
it's
to
still
us.
a headphone. Like it seems like
but I can't hear myself talk when it's in my ear.
right, but you still hear the person talking in a microphone. So it seems like we should be able to have something like that in, and these microphones would be what's connected to it. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, but then you would hear me and I'd have to hear you.
We could hear each other. It could get both channels.
Yo, these are real problems. I'm over the headphones, and I was like, I want to change our microphone stands out because I couldn't get mine to adjust right. I feel like I'm always playing with it.
Yeah. Just to talk about one more subject, these microphone stands. Why is the Shure upside down?
I
swear
think we
that
did it right.
Well, but this can't be the top, the underneath part. And is the cord supposed? Oh, the cord's supposed to be in there.
So maybe it could be the top.
No, I still think it's the bottom. Sounds like a conversation in West Hollywood at the gay bars.
What are you talking about? We are not going down that road.
Yeah,
we'll save sex toys for another episode.
Yeah, because I still have to go get my hooker heels from Hustler.
Do have to go get your hooker heels from Hustler.
We were trying to do this social media, like this thing that people is trending on Instagram. Yeah, and you need a heel to do it, or at least I do. And
I got plenty of heels, but your foot won't fit in my shoe.
Dang. Well,
Hustler, here you come.
Yeah. See you next week. I'll bring my heels.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so good. All right, guys. I think we can wrap it up on that note.
So.
Donald getting hooker heels.
I honestly think today was really fun. I hope that you enjoyed listening. Obviously, we're going to keep coming with more focused conversations and episodes. But we also do just want it to be like you're sitting down and having a conversation with your besties. And if we're your besties, hate to break it to you, but this is what it's like.
This is what it's like. It just runs.
Don't say runs.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Is that your bee, my poop? What's happening?
Yeah. Right.
We're done. We're done.
Yeah.
If you'd like to get in contact with us, everythingsperfectpodcast@gmail.com. Like, subscribe.
And don't forget to leave a comment.
Oh my God. With the ghost.
Seriously, we love to read them. We love to hear from you guys.
Hey, we haven't had a ghost in a few weeks. I did sage the shit out of this room. So either my sage worked or the editor stopped messing with us.
One of the two, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy to not hear.
It'll be interesting with the new editor coming on. If there anything else starts popping up again.
Yeah.
It won't.
It better not. I hope it doesn't.
Same.
Otherwise, we'll have a medium on.
Yeah. First guest.
Exactly.
All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you next week where Donald will have quit his job.
That's right. See you then.
Bye.
When